Welcome to SoCraftastic. I'm just kidding. Welcome, guys. Hi everyone, my name is Sarah and today I'm going to show you some Halloweeny things. I'm going to show you how to make this hand candle as well as a couple candle holders, including that one that is flashing over there. I'm so excited. Also for this video, I'm teaming up with a few of my YouTube friends, including Jennifer from Sea Lemon, who is doing a Disney Hocus Pocus spellbook, Rosalie from Rosalie Says Rar, who is doing last minute Disney costumes, and Mako from Mako Chino, who is doing last minute costume makeup inspired by Snapchat. Please go on over and check out their channels. I will list those videos of theirs in the description box below, and be sure to subscribe to them if you like what you see. They are all amazing hard workers and they are super creative. Now let's get into the candle tutorial. First, I'm going to show you how to make a hand candle. You can use any type of wax that you want, as well as 4 to 5 of these long skinny candles. I'm using red and I got them from Michael's. You could also find them at the dollar store. Also, I'm using an old dish glove because I'm going to get new ones, but you could also use a glove that's disposable. And then I'm using this wax melting pitcher that I purchased from Michael's, and this just makes cleaning up the wax really easy later on. All this stuff, go ahead and use a 40 or 50% off coupon on if you have one. So I'm going to, of course, put the wax into the pitcher, which I've already done, and then here I am inserting 4 of the candles into the fingers. So this is going to make it easier because you don't have to worry about cutting wicks and putting each wick in separately and hoping that it stays in. You could also put one in the thumb if you want, but that is totally up to you. So now I am making this base to hang the glove from, and you can do this with any type of boxes or heavy objects. I chose to stack some duct tape rolls and put some heavy duty paper towel rolls inside, and then I just took 2 clothespins and I hung the glove in the middle like this. And actually, while I was setting this up, I had the stove turned on to a medium heat already, and I had a pot filled about halfway with water, and I brought it to a low boil, and then I put the pitcher of wax inside. It's going to take a few minutes for it to melt completely. Once it is completely melted, you're going to wait a few minutes for it to cool a little bit. You want to make sure that when you are tipping it like this, you can see a little bit of wax stick to the side of the pitcher or whatever type of container you're using. And then it won't be too hot to pour into the glove, because if it's too hot it possibly could melt something or melt the candles inside too much. So here I'm just pouring it all the way up to almost the top basically, and then you just are going to let it sit for a couple hours until it turns a solid color like this. And at this point you can go ahead and remove it from whatever type of hanging device you set up, and then you can cut away the glove and reveal your hand candle. Just be very careful at this part so you don't accidentally break off any of the fingers. It's up to you if you want to use the red candles inside of the white wax. You can do any color combo that you want, but I feel like this makes it look like it's bleeding a little bit as it burns, which is really cool. But it doesn't look super realistic because you can see part of the candle on the back side or on the palm of the hand. So it's totally up to you, but I still think it looks really awesome, and it looks like the fingers are bending because of the way that the rubber of the glove was sitting as I poured the wax in. Before you can use it, you do have to fish the wicks out, which isn't very hard. You just have to heat the wax at the top with your lighter, and then you can just pry out the wick. So the fingers will go down a tiny bit, but it's not a big deal, and once you do get to burn them all, it'll still look like a full hand like this. And this is just one of the coolest and creepiest Halloween decorations that I have ever made. So I think I might make one every Halloween. I think that they're just really awesome to have around. And like I did mention, it does kind of look like blood dripping down, which is extra creepy. The second candle, or candle holder I should say, is so much easier and quicker, but it's really festive and cute. So for this one, I just found a gourd at the local pumpkin patch in my area. I took a small candle and I just placed it on top and used a knife to make an outline so I would have a guide of where to cut. It's gonna take a few minutes for this unless I'm just not strong enough to make it go quicker than that, but you're gonna cut all around, being very, very careful to cut away from your fingers so you don't accidentally have the knife slip. That would be very painful. But I just kept going around and around until enough was cut, and then I just pulled out the center, and I also took out all the seeds. After that, all that's left to do is place the candle inside and light it, and you are done with this one. And then this will actually burn for quite a few hours if you use the same size candle as I did. I seriously had this burning for about 2 hours before it even got to this height right here, and I thought it looked better at this height for my video thumbnail, so that's why I went ahead and burnt it. Honestly, I don't usually burn candles. That's why I do so many decorative ones, because I get nervous that my cat is going to jump up and burn himself when I turn my head for a second, or I'll forget to blow it out. But I do like having them for decoration. The only advice I have for this one is be careful that you're not burning it when the gourd is too dry. If you've been using this for a couple weeks, just be aware of the moisture level of your gourd so it doesn't accidentally burn. The final DIY is another candle holder, and actually this little spider joined me, and he had probably been on this pumpkin since last weekend when I got this at the pumpkin patch. And he is hiding somewhere in my room, which is a little bit scary because I forgot to take him outside because I was filming. So anyway, for this one you'll need a glass candle holder of any size, a flameless candle. I like the color change one, or you could use a real one. And I'm also using some skull napkins. You could use any type of Halloweeny tissue paper or napkins that you want. I'm using Mod Podge, a paintbrush, and then I'm just going to cut the image out of the napkin like this with a pair of scissors, of course. And once that's cut, I'm going to apply Mod Podge directly to the glass as well as on the back of the image. And here I didn't realize that there were 2 layers of paper towel, or napkin, and I'm just removing that one and making sure there's only 1 layer and attaching it to the front of the glass. Also, you'll want to put another layer or 2 of Mod Podge on front, because Mod Podge, as well as an adhesive, also acts as a sealer, so it'll make it waterproof, or almost waterproof. I wouldn't go dumping water on it, but it'll help it stay on better and not get ripped. You can stop here, but I chose to go an extra step and take some red Sharpie, and then I'm using rubbing alcohol and dripping that along the edges to make it look like a blood drip. And I'm not sure how well this will stay on if you do store your candle until next year. It might wipe off, so you may have to repeat this year after year. I think some of it will stay on, but even though it is a permanent marker, it does tend to wipe off of really shiny surfaces after a while. But it takes 5 minutes to do, so it's not a big deal if I do have to redo it for next year. Finally, I am just pouring in some decorative filler rocks, and you probably saw these in my fall room decor video if you watched that. And then I'm placing the colorful candle, the fake candle inside. And I love the way this looks, especially with the lights off, of course. It's very simple to make, but once you turn the lights off, it looks like legit Halloween decor. And I am just having fun looking at the colors change over and over again. And I feel like you could put different images all around the candle holder as well and have multiple skulls or different types of things like spiders, whatever images you can find. Also, if you weren't satisfied with just these 3 ideas and you want more, you can go ahead and check out my crayon drip candle tutorial. If you have not watched that yet, I do include a Halloween version. Boo! Pretty please subscribe if you haven't already, and also give this video a thumbs up, and also let me know in the comment section below which candle from this video or any of my videos is your favorite. Don't forget to go and check out my friends' videos, which are linked below as I mentioned at the beginning. Also, I will have my last week's soap video linked down below. You can also see my vlog channel, which is linked below. I have an upcoming apple orchard pumpkin patch video, and I also went to the Best of Cleveland party last night, so you'll get to see some of that cool stuff. I had a giant bubble go over me and it was really amazing. If you're following me on Snapchat, you may have seen some of that video footage from last night. It was a lot of fun. Oh, and another thing I'm listing below, everything is just down below. If you do want to help translate my videos into your language or other languages to help more people from the world be able to understand what I'm saying, you can actually contribute translations, which is pretty cool. I hope you guys enjoyed the candle ideas that I had. I'll be back on Friday with a new crafty video, so I hope to see you there, and have a great rest of the day. Goodbye. I almost said rest of the weekend, but it's Sunday. Ready? High five. Oh, that was the wrong way. Ready? High five. I'm so lame. Shame, shame.